Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Caden,
Hey, Chris, thanks for having me on yet again.
thanks for showing up on time this time. Appreciate that.
What are we talking about today, Chris?
So, talking about where I went over the weekend.
Uh-oh.
Went to gun show.
Oh, that's not as bad as I was thinking.
Yeah, we saw each other a couple of days last week, and at that time I had we hadn't even talked about the gun show, did we?
No, I don't think we talked about it at all.
We never discussed it. We never said, "Hey, you want to go?" I woke up Saturday morning, which I usually get up fairly early on weekends. I like to get up and get my day started. And I got up a couple hours later. The wife and kid got up, and she come down and she said, "What do you want to do today?" And I said, I think I want to go to the gun show. Haven't been to a gun show in probably maybe 10 years.
Oh, why is that, Chris?
So me and my oldest son, it was kind of like something we did every time there's a gun show within probably 100 miles. We were there. We went all the time. It got to be like routine,
Hmm.
but I have to tell you, even then, me and my son, I don't remember ever buying nothing at the gun show. Never.
Hmm. I've been to a lot of gun shows, Chris. Like I used to go to the local ones around here before I realized that I was just throwing my $10 or $15 away every time. And I've bought two guns out of all the times that I've ever been to the gun show. I bought two guns that were reasonably priced. I knew they were reasonable, and I took those home with me. And two out of however many times I've paid $15 is not a very good deal.
Yeah, yeah, 10, 15. We paid $10 at this local gun show that they had, and normally that's kind of falls in with the routine what me and my son used to do years ago. On the way home, as we was driving back home, we would talk about we wish we had that 10, $15 back.
Yeah, it's like a donation.
It's like a donation. You get to walk around for ever how long you want to be there and just look at stuff. And you know, when me and my son used to go, don't remember me or him either one ever buying anything, but I did buy something this go around. I bought something Saturday at this gun show.
Oh, really?
I did.
What'd you get?
I bought a. Everybody knows I've got my SKs. I've got my AKs. I love my 7.62 by 39. I found a sardine can of the surplus 7.62 by 39. The 700 round sardine can.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Uh, I hadn't seen one in a while, and I found this guy wanted I think $400 for it, and I come back at him at 350, and we kind of went back and forth for a few minutes. He came down to I think he came down to like 365, and I was it's not going to happen. I said I don't have to have it, but I would give 350 because I'm standing here, and really I didn't want to carry it around the rest of the gun show. So I was hoping
Yeah.
he'd just say no, but he didn't. He ended up taking the $350 for the sardine can of or spam can of 7.62.
350 for 700 rounds. That's about what you pay for 7.62 by 39 now.
It, there's a misconception that 7.62 by 39 is hard to get. Well, most of your gun stores may have a box of 20 here and there, but you can still order this. You can actually still order these sardine cans. There's a place in Florida. I'm not going to shout them out. I'm not going to plug them or nothing like that. I have found places where you could, order the sardine cans. And to be honest, if I had ordered one of those cans and had it shipped to me, if I'd ordered it and paid their price plus shipping, I would be about where, you figure I had gas money involved. I had $10 times two. They didn't charge me for my 9-year-old son to get in, but they charged me for my wife. So $20 to get in, you know, that's put me up there in that ballpark of what I could have not done nothing and just clicked a button and put in my card information and had it, show up at the door.
It does feel nice though to like I'm part of the younger generation. We don't wait for anything, you know what I mean? I like that instant gratification to have it now and take it home.
My patience is, very small. I have very, very, even me, some stuff I will wait on. I ain't going to be, pay stupid. Well, never mind. I do pay stupid
I
prices.
have before.
That's why I've got 100 SKSs right now. But you know, I have some of that in me a little bit. But I saw this sardine, this spam can, whatever you guys call them. I just had to have it.
Hey, when you have to have it, you have to have it.
But that's the reason I wanted to talk about this today, gun shows.
Mhm.
What are you guys that are going to gun shows,
Uh,
before you leave your house, on your way to the venue, what are you hoping that you find compared to when you're on your way home? And what did you buy? I went to look at some old, wartime, older rifles, older guns. I like and Caden likes the older stuff, I'm sure. I went trying to find a good deal on something old and, something I didn't have.
that's hard to do at a gun show though, Chris, because when you see like they got $800 Mosin Nagants and
I
$3,000 M1 Garands.
I actually saw the $800 Mosin Nagant laying there, and it was rough. I mean, it looked like it was beat to death. I guess it would fire. Heck, those things will fire, but it was just beat to death. It was tired.
Those people are scalpers.
And yeah, they wanted $800 for this thing, and this gun was tired. I saw just a couple SKSs, and shoot, I must be sitting on a gold mine with the SKs that I've bought lately for not that much money, or I wouldn't be buying them. But they were, and like I said, that's what the prices were. That don't necessarily mean they were selling. They had a couple different vendors had a couple SKs, and they had them priced 800 to 1,000. It's like, you know, are I'm in a gun sales business also, along with the manufacturing side, and I know what I can get, and I know what I ain't gonna get, and that ain't happening. I don't see it. I mean, maybe somebody this weekend or over the weekend paid $1,000 for a beat to death SK. I don't know.
I mean, I love SKSs as much as the next guy. I love those rifles. I know you do because you're stocking up a Soviet warehouse out there.
Soviet warehouse, Chinese Norinco warehouse
Yeah.
of Soviet rifles.
But $1,000 SKS, I'd pay that for maybe a East German one,
East
but
German, I would in a heartbeat. Really,
maybe a fantastic Russian one.
didn't see any Russian SK versions, but I did. This one guy, he had a couple of Yugoslavians, a couple of Yugos.
Mhm.
They was kind of not. They was okay shape. They wasn't. They wasn't nothing to write home to mama about. But they was fair, and 800-900 bucks for them. And it blew my mind that like I said, they probably packed all that stuff up in their truck when they was leaving Sunday. I didn't see no money changing hands. It was busy, but a lot of people in there, a lot of people looking, a lot of people standing and talking. But
I think that's why they go to those gun shows, Chris. I don't think they're actually trying to sell anything because those prices are just ridiculous. Like
yeah,
these
yeah.
guys are loading everything back in their truck on Sunday like evening, so I think they're just there to talk.
So I walked up to one booth that was sitting in a corner, and if this guy ever sees this video, I'm talking about you. I walked up and I saw some good looking guns, some classic stuff, some new stuff, and we was talking like $200-300, and I'm like, what? I walk up there and I'm actually looking at this stuff, and it's like, oh my god, why is people not buying everything he's got? And the vendor come up and was talking to me, and I said, I haven't touched anything. I just don't walk up and start touching everybody's stuff at their booth. But I'm standing there, kind of hands to my side, looking, thinking, how is he selling this for that? It was airsoft. This guy was selling nothing but it was an airsoft vendor, and it's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
no wonder
The airsoft rifles are priced at what the regular rifles should be.
they were the airsoft. The airsoft guns were even overpriced, but nobody was buying from him either. And I saw more stuff that, in my opinion, the airsoft stuff. I guess if you're into that, I don't care. I really don't care if you're into that.
Maybe
But
if you're a Brit and you can't own the actual thing,
yeah,
you
if
might
you're a
want one of
Brit and you
those.
can't actually own freedom guns, the real stuff, play with your, but it was airsoft. Don't bring his stuff to a gun show. And
Yeah.
this is coming from a guy that's not been to a gun show in 10 years. So I'm one to tell nobody. If there's anybody that's, does gun shows, don't get upset. I'm a nobody, but I'm just saying, I didn't want to pay $10 to be standing there drooling over an airsoft thinking, man, I'm getting a deal. I'm buying one of each.
I bet those things are for the kids, though. You know what I mean? Like you bring your kid along and he wants a gun.
Either that or for the felons, maybe.
Yeah, or for the
Maybe maybe the airsoft stuff. Maybe that's the table that the felons automatically came in and went to. I don't know. Airsoft stuff at a gun show.
it's like the beef jerky and the concealed carry purses. You know what I mean? You ever seen those at the gun show?
Yeah, I did not. So on the way there, I told my wife, I said, "Well, you can go in. They've got pocketbooks. They got stuff like that." I did not see the concealed carry purses. They
Oh,
they
really?
they must be out.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Yeah.
That
They're all sold out.
well, no, I mean that must have been 10 years ago. Gun show, going to gun show and seeing all that stuff. I did not see those this time. It must be one of those fads that just went away. I don't know.
What makes a purse a concealed carry purse and not just a regular purse? Can you not throw a little J-frame revolver in any purse?
Price tag.
Price tag.
Price tag.
It says tactical in the name.
Yeah, it's tactical pocketbook. Hell, my wife's pocketbook, I guess, is tactical. It's got pockets. I don't understand. But what do you guys buy at gun shows? Do you guys buy anything, or are you kind of like same mindset I'm in? Which, mind you, I did buy some. I spent a lot of money on a box of ammo I didn't need. But hey, I just really wanted to carry something heavy around the gun show to get me out of there. They were no deals. It was complete opposite of deals. Who buys stuff at the gun show? So a couple of weeks ago, whenever this gets edited and posted, okay, this true story. Everybody should have watched me. Um, Before I say any more, please subscribe. Everybody, give this video a thumbs up if you see it and you like what you see. That encourages me and what's your name?
Caden.
Yeah,
That's my government name.
that encourages me and this guy to keep on creating these videos. And thanks everybody again for tuning in. But anyway, a couple weeks ago, I did an unboxing on a Rossi R92 stainless chambered M44 Magnum. So I know I bought that gun for that customer and had it shipped in here to my store, which he still not came and picked it up yet. He's still busy doing the farming stuff, so he's not showed up yet. But I know what that gun cost. I saw one over there. It was the same gun, but it was not the 1776 edition.
Didn't have
So
the flag on it.
it didn't have the flag on it, but it's the same gun. $1,500.
Is that double the price of what it is regularly?
That's almost triple the price of
Wow.
what this guy's got in his gun. It's a little bit more than double. It's borderlining the triple the price of what this gun would have cost you. I'm not talking gun broker prices on that. I'm talking, my vendors. That's what this gun would have.
These
It's insane.
these gun show guys, you'd think that if they really wanted to sell stuff, like I understand the point of it. Okay, you're gonna mark something up 3 times as much. You get all that money whenever you actually do sell one. That's great. But couldn't you make a lot more money if you had 5 reasonably priced guns where you were making, I don't know, 100, $200 a pop or
Yeah, if
something?
you're actually moving product, and I've worked in the sales industry before, and I do now. Sometimes, I have so much fun throughout my day. I sometimes forget I'm in the sales world, but you can make more money by moving product. You don't make money unless you're moving that product. And I tell everybody, I'd rather make an easy 20 in just a few minutes than I would spend all day long and make a long drawn out 50. I promise you, at the end of the day, I'm going to have more money in my bank than doing it that way, doing the easy, get it out the door, than what I'm going to have, you know, doing it the opposite way. I don't know. Maybe some of these guys just like carrying that stuff in the venue, setting it up, and then just taking it back home with them. I don't know. I don't know the reasoning.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna show mine too.
So I'm not a big hat wearer. My wife, everybody that's come here, they know that. My wife, when my hair, the longer it gets, my wife starts telling everybody she's married to a homeless man. But I'm just not a hat wearer. But a friend of mine, me and him, we worked out a deal, and he made me some hats.
Check these
So
things out. 600 auto.
600 auto.
Wonder if I can get in real close there.
Get up there real close. There you go. Have at it. So I got an order of these hats in. I didn't get many. He's got to actually order some more hats. I've got 6, 7 hats. So anybody that watches this video, if you may be interested in a hat, hit me up. So my friend that makes these, he's actually a cousin. It's Townsend Woodworks.
I'll put in the description below this video. I'll put a link in there.
Yeah, his name's Dustin. He makes hats. He's super awesome, and he's my hat guy. You see it? Like I said, thanks for the hats, Dustin. Appreciate your effort. They're fantastic.
Well made. Yeah, they look great. He
Yeah.
came up with the logo and everything.
He did my logo. He did all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what my weekend consisted of, is walking around carrying around a ammo can of 7.62 by 39 ammo.
Hey, I'd rather be carrying a can of 7.62 with 39 ammo than not, you know?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So, you got anything else you want to touch on?
I think we're great, man. Just make sure to check out the description. I'm gonna put Townsend. Is it Townsend Woodworks? Is that it?
I think so. I think so.
Townsend
If I misspoke, he will fix that in the edit.
I'll take
But
care of that.
but check out Dustin. Real good guy. He does Instagram and TikTok and all that stuff, and he's really good at. He's been doing these hats. He does a lot of stuff, but he's been doing these hats for a long time. He made some charity hats for me last year, and I sold some. He made me a bunch of hats, and I sold, and I raised money for a family member. So really good guy. I mean, good hearted. So, like I said, this is just the example of some of the hats that I've got. I'm going to have some keychains and stuff like that. Not trying to get rich off YouTube, none of that jive. It's just that I thought I'd get a little bit of swag and try to sell it. You know how it is.
Everybody's got merch.
Everybody's got merch. Hey, I can't believe it. I now have merch. So
it looks great too.
merch, and it does look good. It's nice. Maybe I should got me like a bandana or something.
Maybe, yeah, or a pair of underwear.
Pair of underwear, something like that. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, tell all your friends. We try to keep the content coming, trying to come up with good ideas, and we've got plenty more ideas. So that's all I got.
Thanks for watching.